Ohayo gozaimasu. Konnichiwa. Everything's broken. Konnichiwa, konbawa, guten Morgen, guten Tag, guten Abend, guten Nacht, buenos dias, buenos noches, buenos tardes, bonjour, bonsoir, bienvenue, buongiorno, ahoy, akosamash, annyeong, haseyo, assalamu alaikum, shalom, makardamaka, chindoberki, or what do, good morning. It's early morning streaming, it's early as morning streaming. Like, everything is broken, everything. Like, Windows Explorer is crashing in the middle of the stream launching. Nothing wants to work. I think this one hard drive I think is fucked. There was a time in my life that I never know how to pronunciate it. Lacie, Lacie. Those used to be like the nice drives. Those were like 20 some years ago. Like those were like the good drives. You'd want to get those. I think this is the second one I had of those that hasn't lasted like 3 years. And it's not like I use it for a ton. It's storage, right? Like it's like I'm running. I don't know, but I feel like that's starting to go. If it's not already gone. So now I have a stack of these Samsung SSDs stacked, couple of them, and then like so if that's on its way out, those are all 5 terabytes. At least the 2 of them are, and I don't know. It's just something to deal with. But yeah, just right in the middle, like here, it's just a whole damn thing every time with everyone. How are you doing? Rough weekend, to say the least. But we're here. I hope you're doing well. We're just gonna play video games and we're just gonna get on with life, right? That's problems not outstanding. Back with the Switch 2. I didn't touch it for a few days there just because we were playing other things and started getting other games. Played through Kitty Builder. If you didn't see me play Kitty Builder, it's a fun little platformer. I'm glad we played it, right? And we'll probably have some more of our typical games this week as far as playing Phasmophobia with Jinderbaum. New update for that. And added some real fun new features. Core mechanics still the same, but especially when you're playing with some people who play with Jin. When we play with Pika, as well. Like people who know the game, I'm all right, but people who really know the game. They're in there. They're cracking the puzzle in seconds, right? It's just ripping through it. Yeah, we could play with less evidence to make it a little bit more complicated, but it's just I don't want to say that's not as fun, but it kind of does change it from hey, gather this evidence and figure out what it is to even with 3 evidences, it still winds up being a guessing game sometimes, and sometimes you're just like, how is that a Hantu? That not. Explain that to me. Explain to me how that's a Hantu. So, having less evidence doesn't necessarily make better game. But the functions that they added as far as evidence gathering, there's now a role. There's now a place for, if we were to play that right now, Jin and I can just let Jin. Or we could trade off if he wanted to. He'd go solve it, and then I'll take the video camera, I'll take the photo camera, I'll take the audio recorder, and I'll just go gather evidence. He can figure out what it is, and I can document everything else. And it's a fun, worthwhile experience. And you're coordinating a little bit more. It's okay, before it was, don't lay down the salt unless we have the UV, so we can have the UV evidence. Well, no, don't lay down the salt unless I have a video camera ready to record this salt getting knocked over. Right? And the same thing, there'd be reasons for, there's just more to do, and you can almost have a documentarian loadout. I'm not gonna try to figure out what this is. I'm just gonna go and, gather evidence for points and experience. And that's cool too. So I look forward to doing that. Should be playing Starbound this week with our good friend Tautube. Which is that's always a blast, and then I imagine we'll be playing Ship of Fools with Paperweight. I have to touch base with all the guys, but I'm guessing we'll be doing that this week. And I'll welcome the distraction, but we'll have to figure out all the timing of all this. I don't know if Phasmophobia is going to be Thursday, what day everything's going to be, but for now, for the next couple hours, we're going to play No Man's Sky. When we last left off, I know almost nothing about this game. We've built our own a little bit of a room here, a little bit of a base. We have our construction research unit. We are looking for salvage data, if memory serves. You gotta look at your controller. I do have to look at my controller. We're looking at salvage data because we need to build a biofuel, right? We're trying to get one of these, a biofuel reactor. So we need to find some salvage data to make that happen. And we found a space station when we were here last time, and there's all kind of shit going on. And we obviously did a hell of a job of parking our ship exactly where it needed to be. But we're trying to get this. Oh, there's a buried cache. That's probably going to have our data that we need. Did we mark that already? So how far is 317 U's? That's not long at all. That's what seems like that's walking distance, right? Oh god! So we're gonna go, and hopefully it's not too cold that we're gonna be like in trouble. But it is cold out. Yeah, that doesn't seem too far. And I'm gonna have to get like some of these controls back in to remember what the hell everything does. But hopefully this has salvage data, and we'll be good, and then we can keep moving on. I'd like to get off. All right, I'd like to get off world sooner than later with this, and just start exploring the other planets. But I guess we're still very much in the tutorial mode of, learn more about the game, and that's cool. Like, I get it. How far away is this actually, though? How far is this actually? Okay. That's the part. Alright. Is there also smoke? What's the smoky bit down there? Alright, so maybe we will take the ship. We're up on a bit of a plateau, like a playa. It seemed like a good place to land. But yeah, I'd like to explore some more planets. I mean, like, my understanding is there is a almost endless number of planets. The planets are all procedurally generated, right? So some of the stuff is like, it doesn't. Things get a little funky, right? What are you gonna do? But that's gonna be the fun part. So I think we're still kind of a little bit in the tutorial mode of here's how you land, and here's how you colonize, and here's how you set up. Here's how you set up a setup, right? Like, so hopefully we're gonna be able to set out into the stars here in a little bit. Oh god, oh god. What? Everything's fine. Everything's fine. Everyone calm down. Alright, there's our buried cache. So if we go and we hit Y, isn't Y to, Y is to land? Y is not to land? Unable to land. Alright. With any luck, we are pretty close to... where we wanted to be. Buried cache. We are pretty far from where we wanted to be. But I guess we'll go hoof it. Or is this another... I don't want to, like, have to get, like, stuck. Like, if I get off of there, I have no idea how to get back up there but for the spaceship, right? We could always dig a cave and duck in there. Don't we love Miasma, though? I do love Miasma. You're correct. Good morning, Real Money Python. I love Miasma. I am Team Miasmic. I don't know why you didn't give your do-do-do-do-do-do, by the way. So thank you for not asking, because I don't have answers. Nothing found. Sodium. Projectile ammunition. Sweet. What? Sodium's good for our shield, so we do need sodium. So happy to see that. Hydrogen is what? Sodium's for the shield. Hydrogen's for fuel for the ship, the thrusters. Right? Hello, everyone. So far, we haven't encountered, like, any aggressive fauna. Alright, so we don't want the mining beam. We want the... There. Salvage data, salvage data, salvage data. Corroded processor. Nope. I mean, we've analyzed the... I mean, this is like up close and personal. We've... Right, we have a really good understanding of these guys, right? Sure do. Alright. Are these, like, thermal vents? Or is this actually, like, something, like, wrecked? You have that whole alien... was it Varric? We started to learn a little bit of their language. We're able to stop by there and, like... It's kind of like a little outpost full of civilization and stuff. Alright. So yeah, what is your story? Like, what... Damaged machinery. Repair damaged components to open. Okay. Destroy blockage. R, press down R, press R. Okay, harvest material then. What am I doing wrong? Harvest material. Starship's out of range. There's maybe something I'm supposed to do with that, I just don't know what it is. Okay, that's carbon. Remove damaged components and scrap to open. Destroy. Alright, so now what's in it?
Inventory full. Inventory full.
I shouldn't be carrying around this Varric dagger. I don't need to have that on me. We don't have that much storage space. Corroded processor. Worthless except as scrap. And you, inventory and press Y to break it down into its component materials. Inventory full. Okay, great. So the same thing with the projectile ammo. I don't have to carry that around. All right, I gotta get used to, like, I hate doing backpack management. I'm bad at it. It's not fun. But I'm gonna have to start doing that here. So far, like, we ran it. We did actually have ship-to-ship combat. We got into a dogfight last time with the Sentinels. Am I using the term right? There was definitely some. There was definitely some NPC action that we were getting involved with, and maybe I need to be a little bit more diligent about repairing ourselves. So, like, let's take a brief moment to. What we can do? Wait, we can do it this way, right? We can do. Recharge equipment, reflector shield, sodium, fully charged. Okay, so then what? Our thermal shield. Then what are we running low on then? Life support. Life support requires oxygen. Alright, so charge that bitch. We have oxygen.
Technology recharge.
Alright, so... this we want to store. Do we have to? You're actually going to make me... there's not a store on the starship. Aloe flesh. Credit processor. So... start on the starship. We have a lot of this rusted metal. All right, so let's break this into its components, right? All right, and then we got what? A shitload of emerald, chromatic metal, green stars. I use it to make chromatic metal. We already have, but we already have chromatic metal by itself, don't we? I mean, it seems like that's not like a big deal for us. Alright, aloe flesh. Gotta figure out how to upgrade the multi-tool. What, the vortex cube is... okay, that's like vendor trash. So we have like vendor trash that we can theoretically go through as well. Alright. We don't have... right, we have to craft... we have to craft fuel. So we're out of thruster fuel. So to do that, we have to first make metal plating, right? Then we have to make starship fuel. Maybe I should have make a couple of these. Like I feel like this is... we're gonna get stranded, so we might want to just to craft more, craft more. And then okay, so that's what we can... so we can store. Okay, so store on the spaceship, right? And then we have to charge the spaceship with that, right? That's not just store, but that's charge. You can also just charge it with straight uranium too.
Technology recharge.
Okay, cool. And we still have leftovers, so again, just we don't have to carry this around with us. All right, back to trying to find our data, our salvage data, right? Like, it'd be nice if we could just sort of park and hover here. And look around. There's a structure we can get to. I don't know that there's going to be salvage data here at all, but hey. Let's see what's going on. Land, land, land. Landing seems to be a little bit challenging. Like, I want to be able to park a little bit more efficiently than they're letting me. Light? Turn a light on. I see a waypoint. Waypoint. Cool. And what did that do? Minor settlement detected. Signal detected. Alien installation and landing pad detected. They said between the lines, not how. Ah, yeah, true. That's fair. They're going about this alien settlement detected, I guess, is that. I think we're still looking for like buried. Was that like the buried data cache or something like that? Minor settlement arrives in 7 hours. All right. Arrive in 1 hour. Is that off-world here at all, or can we? Are we able to do this move here? Yeah, what is it? The booster thruster? Yeah, pulse engine. That's what it is. Yeah, we can't like zippy zip. Do I actually have to fly for an hour? I don't know if I'm gonna bother with that. Let's go up and over. Get out of the atmosphere. Oh, God. How far away did we get there? That's still fun, right? Just like kind of like exiting the atmosphere and come back down. It's real spacey, like re-enter the atmosphere. That's a good time. If you like space. It's a space in place. All right. So how do I land on the pad? I think we did that almost accidentally. I want to say the computer's just going to do it. Right? I pressed Y to indicate I want to land. Did we land on the... We did not. Somehow we were able to land on the landing pad last time. So, alright, let's figure out what's all over here. Save and chart. Save and chart. I need to get these Atlas passes. That's something that we keep running into.
Protection falling.
Sentient Hunter. Nizume. Hey, well, how's it going? Warriors nostril flare as I approach. They deeply inhaled, tasting the desert air that followed me into this once sterile facility. Yeah, Lilu Delos, multipass. They bark out what could be warning. I hurriedly mime. I am peaceful and know little of their language. Interloper. Yeah, we know interloper. For Tegan's sake, I grab my multi-tool, barking again. They point at the mining beam charge on my backpack. I do my best to keep calm. Keep calm. The mining beam, I think we need carbon for the mining beam. The warrior grunts in satisfaction, impressed by both my gifts and my understanding. They teach me several new words of their language. Cool! for two. We learned a word for two and death. Sweet. I guess that we shouldn't be like. Is this like considered hostile? Like if I extract some nanites, is this a Is that frowned upon? Technology merchant Zan. Zun. Technology merchants. Blueprints, craftable materials, components required to craft them. You have the salvage data I need. Gra. Interloper. Vikeen. Rimdol. Purchase components. Hermetic seal. Okay. They don't. Like, so I do have to just go find the data somewhere. Quantum computer. Oh, we should try to sell shit. That vendor trash we have with his iPad. Teleport receiver, advanced mining beam. Purchase for 75. Advanced mining beam with high grade living glass, allowing the beam through large or rare resource departments. The deposits. That sounds pretty good. Neurostimulator makes you move faster. Waveform. Upgrades the potential scan frequency. Shield lattice. Let's advanced mining laser. Sounds pretty good. Ship mounted teleportation device. That lets us dump ship back to the ship. But we'll take this. I will take this.
Item received.
Alright. And like, let's try to sell this dude some shit too as well while we're at it. Interloper, death. Alright. And then if we switch over to sell. And then, are we close enough to this ship that I can access my ship? Or no? Alright, so I gotta walk that shit in here. Alright. Research specimens to get a little bit of data. So we're just allowed to walk through here and take their shit, huh? Theory of the Abyss. Compare of current multi-tool. What does this do differently? Mining beam, brilliant cooling system, supreme upgrade. Yeah, kind friends, basically. So what would I be giving up? The terrain manipulator. It looks like this wouldn't have terrain manipulator, but it does more damage, has better scanner range. It's way more valuable. Oh, okay, so I actually have to pay money for this. I'm just not like lifting this up. Oh, so we can't afford it anyways. Good to know, good to know, good to know. Good to know. Okay, so you just have to claim the junk to. It's just got nanites out of it. Where's my ship? All right. Let's do some exchange. So the whole point of this is just to be sold, right? That's what I'm interpreting. And then what else do we have that maybe is just to be sold? Some of this other stuff I don't know that I want to... Positron accelerator. What are we missing? We need cadmium. Oh, so we're got it. We're kind of at a loss for our weapons at the moment. We got rocket launchers, and that's it. Cadmium ion battery and a wiring loom. Alright, let's offload this material. Right, wherever these things are. The vortex cube. Nothing else seems like it says trade commodity. And then rusted metal. I guess there's nothing we can do with rusted metal. We just need to get rid of it. I assume. So I guess we'll take that too. No, we have it on us. Alright. We'll sell our vortex cube and our rusted metal here to free up the slot. Free up some inventory. Check out these other rooms. Figure out how to make this blueprint, but we need to get the salvage data as well. Like, that's the thing, is like, where the hell do we find that data? Alright, sell the vortex cubes.
Units received.
Alright, and then, oh, we can't even... Like, no one wants the rusted metal. Makes sense. You know, I'm on board with that. I get it. Right. Let's check these other buildings. Journey milestone accomplished. Ran a bunch of shit. Right, so far that's all I've been doing is like, I've been managed to stack these you keep running places achievements. Still moving. It's basically how I am. You haven't stopped walking yet. I assume that's just gonna keep first aid. Is there not data we can get in here somewhere, or that's just all there is this first aid? Whoa, that's a little bit. There they go. Texture popping. What is that? Yeah, so like, do you just have to keep taking this junk? I mean, it's a weird mechanic of. And we got dihydrogen jelly. Yeah, so you're like scraping off, but then like, what do you do with? I don't know. Okay, let's look for a buried cache or something. We need to make the biofuel reactor. Lots of little settlements. Alright, what we got going on here? Hi, friends. Friends? Friendly friends? Friendly friends? Oh, the Sentinels. Oh, shit, no, these are, they're unbueno. They are not friends. Health restorative. Cargo. But I think they mostly protect, like, the local flora and fauna, right? Like, they don't... Do they maybe not care about me? Projectile ammo, okay. Again, we need to... Did that go into the starship? Hopefully it did. What do we got here? Navigational data. Encoded navigation may be traded for cartographer for usable star charts. Alright. Trying to figure out what shit is. Alright, so all this junk. Is there actually anything we can do with the junk? Or is it like... Oh, battery. I think we needed a battery. New recorded Cadillac Corvax casing. But where's the data and shit we needed? If not friends, why friend shape? That's a great question. Alright, so is that our habitat? Alright. Get up into rarefied air. Now, I'm hoping that I'm not going to regret, like, using this fuel this way, like, that this is, like, a grossly inefficient way of exploring. Just, like, here and then back, and then here and then back, and it's going to turn out like, oh, no, we're now stranded on this planet. Like, that could happen. That would be funny in and of itself, though. I think my video's out of focus. That might be a little bit better. It's not our... Should build like a landing pad or something for us over here. I'm also guessing there's got to be a way, because we've already know inventory is a big problem as far as inventory on us and then inventory on the ship. There's got to be a way to, like, to build, like, storage containers, right? To make the inventory not a problem. Did we learn our new blueprint? Timber structures, stone structures, alloy structures, core habit. We did not. Salvage data. Which again, I don't think we have any. Yeah, we have 0 salvage data. Okay, so if this is not buildable technology... Structures. The blueprint we just got, right? For like the advanced mining laser. That's not like on our list here. So I don't understand that much at all. Okay, so what? Building was... Some vehicles. Oh, summon vehicles. Summoning a vehicle. Oh, summoning. I didn't know you could summon. That alleviates a lot of my concerns. Summon an exo rover? What the hell is... Companion register. What the hell is this? You could call... You could... There's Pokemon? Utilities? Torch camera. Bite beat library. Settlement register. Nutrient ingester. Gestures, photo mode. Lot to this game that they're not really forthcoming about here. Alright. We need the goddamn biofuel reactor, right? So, where is everything eventually? Yeah, all games, this comes down to catching them all. There is no game. There is only Pokemon. That is all there is. They did that with Madden. They added in, hey, you want these players on your team? Well, you got to collect these cards. Not enough fuel for launch thrust. Like, we really are going through this launch thruster fuel at a furious rate.
Technology recharge.
All right. I need the data. I need that salvage data, boys. So I guess that's only in the buried caches. All right. At least I think it is. Alright, I'm going to stop hunting the unknown buildings. I don't think that they're going to have the data. I don't know. I am trying to do this with zero research, but this game is not really forthcoming. Or fully explicable of like what shit is. That it might be a fool's errand. Oh, thank God. I was about to say, I'm getting, I'm a little over having to, like, move around at night and taking damage. But I also am not going to sit here and wait around. So, cool. Arctos. Navigation data. Navigation data is, we could, I guess we could always go to the, space station and trade that off. I want to try to build this biofuel reactor. Give me them nanites, son. Nanites roll everything around me. Green, get the money. Dollar bills, y'all. I grew up on the crime side, the New York Times side. Staying alive was no jive. Harvest material. And then put it in, Can I just... So can I just throw it away then? Right, well that's what I'm... That's what I'm saying. Do I have to hold on to this? This card? I do not have to, okay. Scanner module, sweet. Universal Language Database. Let's learn a word. Let's learn some words. Learn a word. For I. That seems like a valuable ass word. I recommend it. Cool. Alright. So, I mean, we have, like, I and I have kill. So, these seem like... you know... These seem like these are important structural foundational words. I and kill. Yeah, like, let's... Let's try to stay on the right side of, that grammatical structure, shall we? Turn on your heart light. Alright, so let's check this here. So construction. Alright. Generators and batteries. Making discoveries. Upgrades and crafting. Recipes and blueprints. Space anomalies. No. Refining substances. Advanced materials, maybe refiner. Salvaging ships and multi-tools. Starships can be salvaged at a starship. Outfitting terminal. Board any major station. Alright. Making discoveries. Finding buildings. Smaller points of interest. Signal booster. Something like that would be good. Process salvage data. So, like, that's what... Give me a little bit... Help me find the salvage data. Alright, that's kind of where I'm... stuck. Worse than a three-way method cut. You ain't lying. Yeah, we're sitting here doing the interstellar equivalent of queuing. We're learning our sight words. It's like, holy fuck. So look at the alien creature as it talks to you. Try to guess a grunt that starts with the first grunt that he just grunted at you. Right? Put out another grunt. Does that grunt make sense? It doesn't. Okay. We'll try to get the grunt by the context. Like, you know, what is he grunting with a knife to your throat? It's, yeah, let's try to be a little bit more efficient than that, if possible. I guess I'll go building to building, but honestly, like, the buildings don't seem to have the salvage data. Just those caches do. Can I not pick them up from the air? Like, I know there's different, like, sensor levels. Is it pointless for me to do this pinging thing like I'm going to see it? Or I'm going to have one that's what we're going to come across? These are questions. Oh, here we go. It's a hellacious, Alright, it looks like the landing pad goes kind of green, and then I trigger a landing, and then that's maybe how you get on it. This looks formal as fuck. Hey, homies. I know a couple words. Nihongo Jozu. Gra. I was Oleg Gazbum. Gatek me interloper. My Bakundi. I human Iapun. Brush away. Prepare apologetic. Practice. Gra. Ask me to repeat the word. When I do, the immediately press it. Yay! Yay! We got more daggers. They're into Gra, man. Interloper is. Working interloper is Gra. Practice. Let's practice. Gra. Seems agitated by my word choice. Oh, shit. Well, I'm not just gonna say death to this dude. That seems... Can we pick another word? Gra. I was. Warrior's eyes broken. Practice language skills. Gra. Alright. I don't want to say... Again, like... Death... Like, of all the shit I can say... death doesn't seem like a good plan. Spark Cancer, Cobalt, Starship Fuel. Starship Fuel is not cheap. Well, can I just manufacture it? Because it doesn't seem like the dihydrogen is all that rare. Look at the picture with the grunt, yes. That... Man, it's more money than I got. Can I sell my... Because it's not that, it doesn't seem like it's that complicated to make. It's just a metal container and some dihydrogen, and that's it. We can, you know. Journey stone completed. We walked more. Met 10 aliens. Good. It's not just like a meeting one. Hey, buddy. Cool ship. Interloper. Make an offer on his recruit life form to squadron. You want to hang out? Offer to trade. The effigy, a dagger, starship fuel, pugnium, platinum, selenium. All right, we're good. What did it say about cannot recruit, no freighter owned? So I got to own a freighter. Okay. That's our habitat. Salvage data, cha-cha-cha. Salvage data, cha-cha-cha. All this advanced ass technology. I mean, is parking in the water a good idea? Computer? Spaceship, is this a smart place to park? And if you're gonna do this automated like landing where you can't land here, can't land here, I feel like I can't land there. Where's our little? There we go. Save the chart. Like these little mapping exercises, you'd think they'd reveal like hidden caches and shit, but it doesn't seem like they do. Why are these flashing video game? Like why are these being highlighted? I guess because I hadn't salvaged it yet. Pyrite deposits. Knowledge stone. Alright, well, we can get on a knowledge stone. So it does seem like there's different stuff with this scanner than there is. Where's that knowledge stone at? We're tracking it. Where'd it go? We are literally on top of it. I wish I could get my HOTAS working with that like this. Just feel like the strafing and shit. There's like different ways of moving the ship that I want to do from like the Elite Dangerous days that I kind of can't. I guess maybe, you know, fundamentally they might not behave the same, so I shouldn't even necessarily think like it's a control thing. It just might be ships behave differently, which is fine. There's no one right way to be ships. All right. This is copper deposits, right? Like I remember there is a reason for me to come here that I would want to. Magnetized ferrite. Point being, there's a reason to be here. I am enjoying this well enough. Again, like I'm not a big open world crafty dude. So, like, you know. Is that all of it? Is that all of it? I think it's all of it. Alright. Where is the knowledge stone that we just saw 10 seconds ago? That we marked on our map. Copper deposit. Buried cache. Alright, so the scanner and the analyze they're not the same. This thruster fuel thing. Again, hopefully I'm not gonna regret using this the way I'm using it. Because it seems like this shit is expensive to buy. and it's real easy for me to burn through. Alright, where's our cache at? See, so I'm supposed to be tracking it. Am I not tracking it in the ship? Like, where'd it go? There it is. Okay, so you don't see any of... So, okay, so we really have to land and get out and, like, foot analyze. Come on, salvage data. Biofuel reactor. Alright, where's our cache? Hello, Paperweight. How you doing, buddy? I don't know why the dudes aren't running today. My one hard drive, I think, is in the process of actively just disintegrating, so it could be related. How you doing today, Pape? What's new and exciting? We already discovered this, right? There's a buried cache here. Where the fuck did it go? Good, I'm glad to hear it. Copper deposit. Buried cache. Yes. Yeah, please and thank you. If we can, that would be greatly appreciated. I can use that. That'll be... I'd consider it a personal favor at this moment. If we could. Thank you. Salt. Where the hell did we find the salvage data? Who's burying one piece of salt in this container? Who or what? Besides, that's a good idea. Yeah. Magnetized ferrite, we're not worried about right this second. Knowledge stone, I'd love to get a hold of knowledge stones. I seem to fly past them. Magnetized ferrite. Pyrite deposit. Magnetized ferrite. All I want to do is get one piece of knowledge so we can build our biofuel reactor. Is that so much to ask, ladies and germs? Alright. Do I know these plants? These look new to me. Do we know them? I guess we do. Alright, where's my knowledge stone? Oh, did I land on top of it? Let's learn a word. You. So we know I, and we know you, and we know kill. Right? So of the 9 words we know, I really like the combination of a few of those. I feel like if we can avoid the certain social situations, right? That's great, but worst case scenario, if we know I kill you, if that's like in the cards, we should be pretty good. Something like good. All right. Let's touch down here real quick. Let's look for another cache. Yeah, we're getting to be formidable in our fight cream. Copper deposit. Magnetized ferrite. All right, so yeah, we definitely have to get out and do this. Buried technology module. That seems useful. Copper deposit. Because is that actually what we got, was the buried technology module? Is that where we got our salvage data and not just from the cache, because the cache seems like it just contains bullshit. At least the last couple did. Alright. I won't lie. See, tracking this shit can be a bit of a challenge. Like, I wish it was a little more conspicuous. Like, if we say tag it and track it, you know, I wish it was a little bit more, I don't know. Arrows, like, kind of like a GPS-y type thing. I think I feel like I've flown past places I wanted to go to before. Can I not dig under the ship? That's what's happening here. All right, yep, can't dig under the ship. All right, so we did too good a job.
Technology recharge.
But again, this burning through this fuel so quickly scares the shit out of me, because it seems like that's a great way to get your ass in trouble. The fuel is very expensive. Like the one place we found that would sell it, it was a notable expense. But at the same time, it doesn't seem like it's that complicated to make. Okay, what can we get rid of? What don't I need? Scanner module. Can we move this to the ship? Alright. What don't I need? Ion battery. We close enough to ship now to store this stuff? Pitted casing. Yeah, I might be able to break that down into its components and it'll take up less slot. The inventory management, right? Like the funnest game mechanic that exists. Salvage data! Oh, mercy! Thank you, sweet Jesus. Alright, let's go make our biofuel reactor, get our teleporter up and running, and then are they going to be like, okay, go explore the universe? Maybe. Maybe they will, maybe they won't. Okay, cool. So we wanted buried technology, not just like a buried cache, but a buried technology cache. Alright, where's our home pip at? Right, that's us. Right? Right? Sure is. Okay, up and over. So how far away is that? Arriving about 30... Oh, we didn't even, Okay. We didn't even get all that far from it. Good for us. This is fun. I am enjoying this. If you made me describe... So, again, for the amount of money this costs, the $20-some, this seems like this is a tremendous video game value. Like, you could have infinite fun, like, endless fun with this. I get a couple hours a day to play video game, right? So my only thought is, like, can I make enough progress in a couple hours a day to... I feel like this is like a 1,000-hour game. So, like, am I chasing my tail here? Where it's like, by the time I come back to playing it, am I going to forget what I figured out? That sort of stuff, like... But it's fun. It is enjoyable. It's a really cool game. Wish I had this. The timing of stuff. Wish I had this going to Japan. Right? That would have been a good way to spend like a dozen hours. Happily, right? Alright, buildable technology. Biofuel reactor. go. Alright, metal plating, oxygen, return. Okay. Connect with electrical wiring. Alright, so now I can just build it here. Right? Here. 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 And then here. Yeah, that seems like a good place, right? And now they say connect it with wiring. Furnace empty. What do I put in here? Organic elements. Well, we got some organic shit, don't we? Aloe and stuff. Grid status not connected. Insert fuel to power grid. Okay. It said something about wiring. Like, how do we wire stuff? Is that a building? Doesn't seem like it. Well, how do we... Alright. Is there a wiring mode on our manipulator module? Mining beam. Create, mine. Nope. That's not it. Do I start with you and then wire you up? Learn electrical wiring. Researching electrical wiring is free. Okay. Alright, wiring module. High capacity wiring, wire QB. Okay, sure. Cool. So we learned how to wire. Thank you for not making that, like, cost something. That would have been, like... If I could build a reactor, you'd think I could maybe, wire shit up. Begin installation with a Y. Okay. Nope. Upgrade module acquired. Scanner module. Y install. Holographic vision. Ooh. Wait, do I have another one of those? Could have swore I did. No, that's just the one I had. I just didn't realize I needed to install it. Okay. Thank you, video game, for directing that to my attention. Alright, what the hell am I supposed to do with the wiring, though? Walk me through that again here. Wiring can be connected to various switches to facilitate. Mining beam? Is there a wire beam now? Mine and create. Use electrical wire. Okay, wiring is free. Select electrical wiring in the build menu. Okay, and place a socket. Okay, hold on. I gotta, like, actually fucking... I gotta get my HVAC guy in here as well. Where is Mr. Sensual when I need him to help me? Okay, so I guess... Right, that'll be my outlet. Right? Oh god! Oh god! Can I just wire these directly up to each other? I just call that it. Seems like it. Okay. Is that efficient? No. Alright. No batteries. Screwed. Okay. So it's connected to the power grid. How do I fuel you? Interact with the You go to the furnace tank. Okay, organic elements. It's just straight carbon. Here you go.
Technology recharge.
Hey! Is this working? Our teleporter is here. We can go to the System Major. Warp to Argyle Station Major. Right? Which I think we've already been to this station, but still. Alright, we did it! We did it. I played a little Ship of Fools the other day, work on skills. Why do I have 300 plus tendrils? I have no idea. How did you... Yeah, I don't know why you'd have so many tendrils. That's a lot. Okay. So we did it. We have our teleporter up and running. And we can teleport between our base and back to our base. And then, like... Are there other space stations we get to from here? No, not yet, but that's fine. Hey, we can get here and back again. So now we're a little bit free to maybe go explore the galaxy. Do I have our data on me? We want to sell this to the cartographer. Where's my cartograph? Yeah, this. We want to sell this to the cartographer here, right? Our cartographic data. Is there anything else we wanted to sell up here? Navigation data. So that's the same shit we already have. So we have 3 of those. And he should give us star maps. Alright, let's try that shit. What do we get out of that? Okay. And then what are you? Are the salvage... All of a sudden we have all this fucking salvage data that we could have used. Alright. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Okay. Where's our cartographer? That's a money exchange. That's a teleporter. Let's... that's a map. So is he a cartographer? He is a cartographer. Let's try out our new language skills. Yep, proudly gestures at the databanks. Ra. The. Vikreen. The. Exchange specific charts. Secret cartographer. I don't know what any of this means. Okay. A map of a nearby planet, a secure site of interest has been marked. Such sites often hold blueprints for new products. Okay, what is the artifact? Likely to contain valuable treasures. Why wouldn't I want that? Exosuit upgrade. Planetary chart for alien cartographic. Can I... So I can have this one? Artifacts sound good. So, okay, cool. Visit the base computer to decrypt the code. Okay. Anything else we want to get rid of? Can't afford to buy a starship or anything close to it. We know that. Let's try to chat real quick. Is there any chance we can improve our chatting skills? Missing Agent Viet. Okay, okay. I recognize that, we know 10 words. And one of them is kill, so... What are we going to do about that? Insecure repository. No. I'm not trying to get into space piracy at this moment. Maybe in the future. Maybe we will be space pirates. Maybe that's what this universe holds for us. Purchase a new slot for 130,000 units. The units versus nanites is throwing me off. The multiple forms of currency, I'm getting a little lost in that. Purchase upgrade modules. Alright, mining brigade upgrade. So we had bought that one... But what the hell happened to a plasma launcher? Mining beam module. Didn't we have that advanced module and like... Where is that at? We spent 74 nanites on it. least I thought we did. We have 657 nanites. Like, if we wanted to get the grenade launcher, I guess. You know me, I'm pro grenade launcher, if anything. Scanner. I think this is... Neutron cannon. Mining beam monitor. Significant upgrade to the mining beam. Let's just buy the scanner upgrade for now.
Product received.
Module acquired. So we also... Did we not just buy another module? We bought a, pulse splitter. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. How about I don't know? Alright, advanced mining... Okay, so we do have shit. Personal force field, bolt caster, advanced mining laser... Oh, hermetic seal, nanotubes, and a wiring loom. Okay, so we can craft some of that. Alright, those we can just plug in. The other one we have is a blueprint. Got it. Okay, that makes sense. I'm following. Alright. So, the carbon nanotubes I can make. Build more. Alright. Hermetic seal. So I actually have to have these on me. Do I even know how to make a wiring loom? I kind of don't think I do. Alright. Crafting, building, upgrading, crafting, building, upgrading, crafting, building, upgrading. We have nothing here that's just geode. Okay, so we could just sell the geode. Sell the geode. Alright, selling the geode is what we're going to do to get our other slot. One of these dudes is just a straight merchant, right? Sell the geodes. Get some cash. Then we need to try to get... Can I even make a wiring loom? Alright. Alright. Hi. Hello. Hi. Sell. Sell geodes. Okay. Thank you. Alright. And now, can we make a wiring loom? No. Alright. So, talk to me about a wiring loom video game as best you can. Alright. Wiring loom. Is a required subcomponent. Alright. And then I guess the same way we found stuff. Like, what did we find? We found an ion battery. Is that like also a subcomponent? So it's the same thing. Like we just gotta kind of find it. He wonders. All right, let's head back to base. Ping pong around. It is nicer than having to fly up and back. A little bit of loady for the load times versus going to the station. One can understand why that would be. Like that's not a visit the base computer, use the archives to. Oh right. Well shit. All right, we'll get to that too. Can I turn this off if I'm not like? Can you like? I don't need it to run for 50. I mean, can we, you know, like, it doesn't need to be running right this second is what I'm trying to communicate. All right, we got salvage data left, so let's use our salvage data here real quick. Signal boost, detect nearby, decrypt navigational data, right? Save beacon, once activated, permanent navigation waypoint, specific points. Battery, solar panels. I mean, solar panel seems like where it would really be at, huh? You know, the save beacon sounds neat and all, but like it does sound like if you get in and out of the ship, it saves. That's not a tremendous deal. Is there like the concept of like boxes and shit, right? Like, are there storage? Like base storage, so I don't have to like carry everything on me or on the ship. Where's our ship? Okay. Oh, we can use this to decrypt. Cool. Begin decryption. Decoding. Message follows. If Traveler finds the rings, fly to us and claim your place among the stars. Possible distress signal. Approximate location. Reach the decoded coordinates. Okay. Where's my ship? Let's do a little bit of cataloging. Alright, let's store some shit here. We don't need you handy. We don't need you handy. Hermetic seal, definitely don't need you handy. Carbon nanotubes. Artifact chart. Select the map and plot route. So this is the thing that we just did, of a nearby planet. Valuable assets. Plot route. Did we do it? Alright, where's that at? Is that the purple? Is that... So we have something that's going to take us to another planet. And then we also have the archaeological site. So the archaeological site is over here. No, we did... Last time we did the archaeological site, we got into a whole-ass fight. Didn't we? Alright, so let's head for this. Because I don't even... Our photon cannon is not working. I don't know how good of an idea it would be for us to get into a kerfluffle here. Is this on the other side of this? Or do I have to dig for this or what? Nope. Where is this? Ooh. Okay, we got a structure here. I'm trying to land, you're not letting me. Of course, just as the weather turns. Alright. Is this the encoded signal received? Finalizing signal. Target and range. Encoded signal received, coordinates logged. Inside this building, maybe? Is there like an entrance, or is it just gonna be... I wonder if this little location was here the whole time, or if it only activated when I triggered the thing, right? When I got the data to decode to do the thingy thing. I wonder. Alright, that's interesting. We're gonna go over here first, though. What's your story? Call Starship. Alright, so I have navigation. Don't I have navigation data? No, I use all my navigation data. Wings of the anomaly. Log damaged. Partial records available. Signals led me to a wreck of a freighter, colossal fragments, metals, nestled among the debris. I find a pilot's log, a blinking awakening input. Request the log. Instead of displaying ship's log, the terminal spits out a strange sequence number is followed by a short message. The anomaly comes for the stars. Take flight. A schematic for a hyperdrive is attached. Take the blueprint. Pull the blueprint. This hyperdrive is for a conventional starship, not a freighter of this size. Someone place this here after the crash. Alright. So, I need microprocessors. So, okay, so, yeah. So we are... Install hyperdrive. Acquire components. Finalize. Cool. Now, is there nothing to explore on this actual freighter that crashed? He asks. Feeling like there might be. Cargo pod? For some reason it's hard to target those. Okay, now what? Nanites. Cool. Oh god! So let's get the fuck out of here, huh? So So maybe I shouldn't be exploring this freighter, is what I'm hearing. Not yet, at least. Alright, let's make our way to our starship.
Thermal protection falling.
Alright, hop in the ship. Alright.
Technology installed.
Chromatic metal we have a good bit of, but I know where we can get a ton of it. Right where our base is, I want to say there's mountains of chromatic metal, so that's not a big deal. The microprocessor is going to be its own thing. I don't know if we know where we can get subcomponents yet. But that's going to be my big question, is a couple of these subcomponent. I'm assuming we get them for traders and stuff. Like I don't think we're going to be crafting them ourselves. But chromatic metal, I'm not that worried about. I feel like we have a good bit of it kicking around. What is this? Okay. Making money. Sell items, the collector trade network. Mine precious with the visor, analysis visor. Install an economy scanner ship. Oh, the economic. Okay, yeah. So again, you can kind of live whatever life you want to live. Right? And that sounds like, you know, do you want to be an explorer? Do you want to be a merchant? Do you want to be a pirate? And you're like, how you want to be an adventurer? I guess what's the difference between an adventurer and a pirate? Like an archaeologist, space biologist, and everything in between. Yeah, so part of me wonders if I should not be exploring this ship ruin a little bit more. But the fact that it was like dumping radiation makes me think that I'm no. Space Station Terminal off planet. Okay. I don't know why that's still pinged. Buy microprocessors. Sell items at the... Okay, so you buy microprocessors at the... You know, we're going to buy our microprocessors at the space station. Okay, so that's, I guess, the same thing for the other component we need for the advanced mining laser, right? We'll head back. We'll park. We'll dip on in, and we'll start to wrap up here. Those pillars of lights occasionally. It's like, what is the... Oh, that's our artifact dig, which again, I know if we go there, we have to deal with sentinels, because we did last time. So I'm not in a enormous hurry to do that. Specifically until we can repair our photon cannon, which we're going to need parts for, which again, maybe we get them at the space station. Maybe that's, we'll go to the trade terminal and that'll be good enough, right? Because some of that stuff seems like more than just materials. It seems like components, right? Like, it's not just carbon, right? It's whole ass parts. All right, let's land. Dip on in here. Swing on up to our, especially if we can't turn it off, we might as well. Teleporting to the space, again, to the space station. Quick. Very quick. You know? Other way around, less so. Alright, spark canister, ferrite dust. See, they don't have microprocessors, so is there a specific one that's going to have microprocessors? Oh, wait. Duh, it's right here. Alright, so wiring loom. Wiring looms are expensive. But I did need them. What we needed 2 microprocessors, right? Did I buy those or no?
Product received.
Okay. And we'll have to deal with our load time here. It's not terrible, but it is a little, you know, makes it so you don't necessarily, at least makes me so I don't necessarily want to have to do it. But what are you gonna do? Once that gets down there, we'll see about assembling this hyper. We're not gonna leave now. We're not gonna go off world right now, right? I think it's probably a good place to stop. Let's get our. So all of this has chromatic, doesn't it? Yeah. So all of these things, if we need chromatic metal, it's not a big deal. Question of mining it out. Alright, get our microcontrollers installed. We need 5. Okay, so we need more money. Alright, so we're not going anywhere anytime soon. We need 5, not 2. We need more money. We need roughly twice as much chromatic material as we currently have. I need a wiring loom to fix our gun, but those are not cheap. Those are real expensive. So we'll have to figure all that out. So yeah, we might be getting into some grindy bit, but that'll be what we'll do next. We'll just be kind of grinding out, get money, get money, get bitches. Phase of the game. As far as what we're getting into next, we'll be getting into some Ship of Fools with Paperweight tomorrow. Probably about the typical time. And then I got to figure out as far as what we're going to be doing with Taltube. Emmy, how are you doing? We'll be figuring out what we're doing with Taltube and what we're going to be doing with Jinnerbaum. I may or may not be away for a few days. A friend of mine who was not doing well has passed away, so I don't know what the actual arrangements are going to be, but you know, there might be probably a day where I don't stream. And as far as the holiday comes up, like I'll try to squeeze in like a little bit, just so there's something. But don't be surprised if that happens. Depressing, but hey, what are we gonna do? But good morning, Emmy. Thanks for stopping by. I'm sorry you didn't get a doot. I don't know why people aren't getting their little doots. So here I'll give you. You give a melon chase. All right, is that gonna work? Yeah, like nothing's working here. Even if I turn the video on manually, nothing works. But that's fine. But we'll figure out Phasmophobia with Jin. We'll figure out Starbound with Taltube, and tomorrow Ship of Fools with our good friend Paperweight. In the meantime, we'll try to get ready to get a raid. Romani Python, thanks for stopping by. Thanks for chatting. Amy, thanks for stopping by. Thanks for chatting. Paperweight, thanks for stopping by. Thanks for chatting. Everyone who is watching, I'd like to thank you for watching me play video games. You did not have to watch me play video games. You could have played video games yourself. You could have done something. I don't know why that took so long. That was for you, Emmy. You could have done something utterly unrelated to video games. You could have read a book. You could have read the dictionary. No, I mean, you could have read anything. You could have read a book. You could have read a book that I like to suggest. Ishmael by Daniel Quinn. Very interesting philosophical kind of novel. It's long story short, it's basically about a guy who's looking for meaning, and he finds a gorilla is holding classes. Like there's a classroom being taught by a gorilla. He's just like a guru, independent mentor type thing, for people looking for answers. And it's really interesting. It kind of gets into, I don't know, it gets very existential. So, which is a kind of a place I'm in at the moment, as you might imagine. So yeah, check out Ishmael by Daniel Quinn. I think it was Daniel Quinn. But you didn't read Ishmael. You watched me play video games. I might not understand the decision, but I appreciate you making it nonetheless. To everyone who wasn't watching, thank you for not watching me. I appreciate when people don't watch me, because I appreciate when people leave me the fuck alone. Let's go ahead and raid. Let's go raid Jin, because that's the way we're going to do it. And on that note, I hope everyone has a good day. You guys be good. Peace out and deuces. Bye, everyone.